An Anatomy of Melancholy, Part 1. This uncertainty of bones, the way the rickety jangle of them ladder under skin, trying to shore up the dam of memories and melody I am, as I climb the rung of hours, one by one, pretending someday they'll lead to heaven. My marrow 5 pounds of magical papyri, a swarm of frantic scarabs, burrowing deep, rolling in the dung of a dead Egyptian god's roiling sun, flaring up a stream of fright that lights its ones and zeros in a bloody scroll, a frenzied message tapped out in binary code to no one. All these frequencies, a constant hum, ghost echoes, phantasmal vibrations. No small wonder my mind's unstrung. My matrixes, musicians all playing different tunes on different instruments, rehearsing in separate rooms on the battleship Potemkin. All of us going down. My nerves, a neon tangle, like old forgotten Christmas tree lights carelessly tossed in a box. An endless series of burnt-out bulbs, frayed wiring, impossible to unravel. My love, rubber tires, screeching fire, on a dead-end road, not caring where the rubber ends and the road begins, to an Orwellian pier, a landscape of slag heaps, factory chimneys coughing up plumes of smoke, canals of cinders, frozen mud, pools of stagnant water, littered with dead leaves, seeping into ancient hollows, formed by the groans of raw, neglected earth. All of it, the color of rusted gates and hopelessness, everything muffled to the eyes in tattered sacks and beards of ice, the air, a thick, unseasoned soup of eternal November, mysterious cloud people floating in and out. Your green light flashes over a stop sign. Not sure if I should stop. I say, fuck it. Press the pedal to the metal and go, go, go. Audacity, my stock in trade, even though you stopped buying that stock long ago. The bats in my belfry, velociraptors cannibalizing themselves, mesmerized by their own barbaric love song. Still, I think of love. I think of love. I think of zero. I think of zero. I think of a circle. I think of a circle. I think of love. It's the boomerang effect. It loops back around itself again and again, cycling on and on, with fractal certitude. No beginning, no end. Its line, an unbroken came, Orphic, protective. Q satis noiseants, Q mampus impresiones íntimas, secreto, número 8. Turn 8 on its side, and you have infinity's symbol of interlocking loops. Loops are circles, circles are zeros, zeros are love. I think how love is the only number that is the sum of its own 3 squares. I think how 0, divided into 0, added to 0, subtracted from 0, and multiplied by 0, always remains integral, always perfectly itself, not negative, not positive, just 0. It has 4 letters, like love. 2 consonants, 2 vowels, the same 2 vowels as love. Add a 0 to any number, and you multiply that number's power tenfold. 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. All that nothing, creating something more powerful with its every embrasure. Every embrasure firing the cannons of love. Maybe love is nothing, but it's a nothing that big bangs into something emergent. The velociraptors in my belfry buck and wing their shuffle off to Buffalo. 3 curtain calls while Quasimodo smiles a Mona Lisa, seizes the rope and tolls, pose, bells, and he dances and he yells, keeping time in a sort of runic rhyme, set to the medley of Melancholy's glass hours, building Dido's flaming pyre, in my melting orange heart's waxen garden folly. I guess I should stop writing about myself as a loose-knit bond of frenetic atoms in a constant state of turmoil, but I think that's what life is, whirring and whirling around an ever-evolving core of self. There's endless void between death and life, that placid nothing that somehow sparked us into being. If there is such universal determinant as purpose and meaning in this confounding state called existence, I think we're meant to be hurricanes of nerves, tissues, sinew, and blood, tsunamis of emotion, interspersed with tiny pockets of calm, swirling in the chaos and entropy that birthed us. Otherwise, we may as well be dead. Serenity is vastly overrated. Let your inner tambora erupt. Death itself is perfect poise, disintegration into reintegration, a whole rest on the 5-line staff in the sacred music sheet that is eternity's cosmic chromatic symphonic composition. The John Cage wet dream of perpetual silence we'll all experience again soon enough. No rush.